Yo, what's up, guys? This is Gunthug, and I am coming at you not live. I just missed this match, actually. I saw it in the Discord. It was posted that there was a match. I took a few minutes, and by that time it was over, but I haven't seen it yet. We've got some DPP Gen 4 OU action here, week 6 now, in this what felt like a young PSL season, but we're almost done. Second to last week of the regular season for the playoffs start, playoffs, which I almost certainly will not be a part of. But that's okay because we've got two solid players here. MedichamZ going by Jianjiang 106. I'm going to butcher that pronunciation. My apologies. But we've also got Zokuru on the other side. Two very solid players. Zokuru's definitely suffered from some poor luck in a lot of his matches this season. MedichamZ is a solid player, so I think we're going to see a good matchup. And right off the bat, and again, I haven't seen this, so that you're getting the fresh impressions here. Right off the bat, we got Flygon Zapdos. Definitely a favorable matchup for Zapdos. Flygon has very little that can hit Zapdos, period, let alone super effectively. You could Stone Edge here, but I think it's likely we're going to see this Flygon being some sort of choice item, whether it's Scarf Band. I mean, it could be Life Orb as well, but you can't really one-hit KO a Zapdos if you're Flygon. Banded Stone Edge crit is about your only chance. It also could be a bulky Zapdos. So I think we'll see a favorable position here for Medicham to start. The U-turn out on Flygon. Now again, Flygon does outspeed Zapdos here. That doesn't tell us a ton because this could definitely be a bulky Zapdos, and we see the sub and the leftover. So certain bulky Zapdos won't run any speed whatsoever. And that means that Flygon outspeeding does not necessarily, they actually have the same base speed, max 328 at level 100. So we didn't learn a ton about the Flygon, although maybe on the damage, I'm not going to calc it, but maybe on the damage you can tell whether it's Scarf, Banded, what it is. All right, so we get the sub gets set up by Zapdos. We get a Roost there. Good rocks by Heatran. If it's a bulky Heatran, which you can maybe guess that it is based on its setting rocks, that might tell you a little something about this Zapdos. Maybe it's max speed. We get the Thunderbolt. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but again, it's Roar, Stealth Rock, Heatran, so that tells me it's definitely bulky Heatran. He roars out, gets a good switch for Medicham here. Suicune is definitely someone you want coming in here. Although you don't always love showing off Suicune early in the match. It doesn't take a lot of damage to rocks. It's got leftovers recovery and it pressures Heatran out. Here comes Abomasnow on the Hydro Pump. Abomasnow, a very interesting Pokemon in this metagame. Yes, it's weak to rocks, but it's got this typing that makes it a really safe switch into almost every water type in the tier. Suicune, Starmie, Swampert being the three most common, and Abomasnow resists almost everything that those three Pokemon can throw at it. Thunderbolts, Hydro Pumps, Ice Beams, and Earthquakes, Ice Punches, the like. So I like Abomasnow. I also love Hail. It's kind of a counterculture rain or weather in this format because you tend to kind of build your teams to resist passive sand damage since Tyranitar is so popular and sand is so popular. And so Hail can kind of catch those kind of teams off guard, give that chip damage that you don't usually get. Heatran being an example. We get the Leech Seeds come in from Abomasnow, starts to leech away that health right away. Now, obviously, you're very threatened here by Heatran. Let's see what Heatran's item is. We don't get a leftovers tick on Tran, but we do see the Stealth Rock come in. That tells me this is probably a Heatran with some sort of resist berry, whether it's Shuka, Chople, or Pasho. Probably not Pasho, otherwise you probably stay in on Starmie there. Of course, Starmie hydro pumps. Gengar comes in on the hydro pump. Maybe Gengar expecting a rapid spin there to get rid of rocks. Starmie predicts correctly and he misses, which is kind of how Zokuru's season's been going. I'm sure he's not thrilled about that. We see the sorry from Medicham, but it happens. Hydro pump misses. We've also got Blizzard. Love Blizzard as the synergy with the Abomasnow. Blizzard, of course, taking away that accuracy issue when it's in hail. It hits 100% of the time. So we see it come in on Suicune. He goes to Suicune to soak this up, but then he lets the Rapid Spin come in. So now no more rocks. That's going to help Abomasnow. I'm not sure I love the Calm Mind here because now Abomasnow comes in. You don't threaten Abomasnow. You just don't. Maybe we got sub here. We got an Ice Beam. Ice Beam does 26 at +1. It's just not a very strong damage. Probably see a free Leech Seed here, which he will get off. And I mean, that's going to do a lot of damage to Heatran between Chip, between Stealth Rock, between Leech Seed. If he's got Protect, he doesn't. He goes to Starmie. We see the explosion. There goes Starmie. Okay. So the only time will tell what kind of trade that was for Metacham. Could be favorable if Starmie played a big role. Of course, you've lost your opportunity to set rocks for the rest of the game, so he's going to go without rocks unless he's got a second rocker, which I don't think he does. Flygon outspeeds again, goes to the U-turn. Tran comes in, which is pretty safe on Zapdos, takes very minimal from that Thunderbolt. Now, Hail is obviously working against him here because it is taking away that leftovers damage. What do we see here? We see Lava Plume. It is going to break sub, which tells me this is not that bulky of a Zapdos, or at least not a Spadef Zapdos. T-Bolt comes in, probably fishing for parry here. What do we see? 33% on the Lava Plume. This is a pretty favorable matchup for Zapdos because that's a 4-hit KO on the Lava Plume. And you've got pressure, you've got Roost. You're just going to kind of roost your way away from that. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I think this is going to play out pretty favorably for Zapdos if he can just kind of wait this out. We got another Roost coming in here. I think Zokuru is obviously looking for a burn. Where is my burn? He says. Roost comes in again, and there's the T-Bolt. So doesn't get a burn at all on how many? I don't know how many lava plumes that was. On the bright side, though, he's left Zapdos at a pretty killable range. I mean, if you can force Zap out here, the next time it comes in, it's coming in at 25% health. So Ice Shard, not loving the Ice Shard there. Although the Heat Wave misses. That was extremely fortunate for Zokuru there on the Heat Wave miss. He took a big chance there. We'll see a Roost here because Ice Shard wouldn't have killed. But Zapdos ultimately going to be a huge problem for Zokuru's team. It looks like it can kind of shrug this off. Outrage, it's a physically bulky Zapdos. We see the substitute come in. Now he's just going to get another Roost off. He's going to wait out Outrage damage. I'm kind of surprised that that's the best Zokuru can throw at this Zapdos, is an Outrage from his Flygon, which seems to be Scarf too, based on that damage, unless it's just max physically defensive Zapdos, which I don't think it is because Heatran outsped. We get the burn come in on Starmie now. Will-O-Wisp, Suicune. Sorry, Suicune's not super threatened by that. But again, let's Bulbasaur come in. Let's see. We've got Gengar comes in. Protect on a Bulbasaur. That's weird. I'm well, because I was kind of expecting a protect earlier on Heatran when it had Leech Seeds in. Um, but I guess you let it set up rocks then if that happens. So let's see. Taunt comes in by Gengar. Solid taunt because Leech Seed doesn't work now. We get a Shadow Ball. All we've got is Wood Hammer, Ice Shard as coverage, so that's why he couldn't do that much to the Zapdos. Skarmory comes in now. Yeah, man, this team was very Zapdos weak. Focus Blast does over 50%. He hits 2 in a row. That's going to take down Skarmory. I think this will probably be game. I just don't think he's got enough juice here. Thunder Punch comes in, takes out Suicune. Flygon comes in with his on the Thunder Punch free switch. U-turns out on Gengar. Here comes Jirachi. At this point, a severely weakened Zokuru team that I don't think has enough juice left for Jirachi. Gengar's going to outspeed and slap that Will-O-Wisp on. Now, we do see a special Jirachi here with the Psychic. That's going to render that Will-O-Wisp useless. Psychic comes in on Snow. We're going to see probably some Seeds here. Yeah, that's not going to do a lot. You're going to take out Jirachi, but at what cost? You let Zapdos come in. Here comes Zapdos down. I mean, yeah, I guess Zokuru is saying if this was burned, he did hit it with a lot of lava plumes, but I just worry that his team didn't have a lot for Zapdos. And Zapdos is pretty much going to take this game down from here. So that's the game. Yeah, kind of disappointing. I think Zokuru definitely, you get a burn on this Zapdos. I think it certainly changes the nature of this game. Maybe you take that Zapdos out. Is that enough to turn the game? He's got a full health Skarmory and other things. I don't think there's a ton here to deal with Skarm. Although special Jirachi with Calm Mind means maybe he does muscle through it. I don't know, but hey, such is the way of DPP. That's the match. That's the game. And another good DPP match in the books for week 6. So I hope you enjoyed. See y'all.